Oh my gosh, look at this, dude. This is insane.
Riley and I are going to take a little bit of a trip today in the Sea Pro. We're going to head to Smith Island, see if we can get some crabs, soft crabs, hard crabs, whatever for the weekend, because there is not many crabs to be had around here. I also really want to go do some fishing. Apparently the fishing is really good right now down Smith Island. If nothing else, it will be quite the adventure. Packing up, I got some bait that I caught. I went crabbing this morning at freaking 4 o'clock in the morning. So we are running a little bit behind, but I saved some, like an LY and some spot that I caught in crab pots for us to use for bait to catch these bluefish. So I'll show you guys something real quick. A pro tip, anybody can do this at home, even if you're not into fishing. So if you don't have a vacuum sealer, you put stuff in a bag and then push the bag down underwater and then seal the top. It's not perfect, but it's a heck of a lot better than trying to squeeze the air out and squishing whatever you're trying to seal up. So, redneck vacuum sealer.
All right, so here's the deal. The crabbing has not been real good. Basically, I'm trying everything I possibly can, and the crabs just are not there, but Father's Day weekend is coming up, and we really need crabs. Like, it's not a negotiable thing. Good buddy of mine, Jay Fleming, is down in Smith Island right now doing photo workshops. He says that there is bluefish everywhere. Bluefish also happens to be pretty much the best crabbing bait you can get around here, a fresh bluefish. Try to get down there tonight and then try to go catch as many bluefish as we can and then make it home tomorrow so that I can crab on Thursday and Friday, then be able to have crabs for Saturday and Sunday. We're going to get some fuel, and then we are hitting the open water, and we got 80 miles ahead of us on our journey here in this 21-foot Sea Pro. So basically we are going from almost the very top of the Chesapeake Bay in Maryland waters all the way to the Virginia line. Because Smith Island, actually 1/3 of Smith Island is in Maryland, and the other 2/3, which nobody lives on, is actually in Virginia. But that's where the fish are at. Since I said we ain't crabbing tomorrow, because we gotta let pots sit, seems like an adventure, and I love adventure. I also have Riley with me, who I'm pretty confident him and I can pretty much get anywhere in a boat. I'm excited to go back to Smith Island. I don't know if you guys have seen the video from last year. We went to Smith Island, me and John. We did not take the boat. We drove down and launched the boat and went to Smith Island, but it's a beautiful place down there, and the people are awesome. The people are really the reason to go back. But it's a very interesting place. We'll tell you a little more about Smith Island as we get a little closer to Smith Island. But we're gonna pass a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of cool lighthouses, a lot of cool points of land on our way there. So we'll keep you guys in the loop. I'm hoping we make it. The risk with taking the boat is that if we get down there and the weather changes like that, we could have a hard time getting home, and I gotta go crabbing on Thursday. So I'm really rolling the dice here. Some may say unnecessary risk. I say it's an adventure, and you only get to live once, and I'm down for an adventure, so I'm super excited. We're about 1/3 of the way there. It's not too bad out. There's a little bit of a breeze, but we're in the middle, literally in the middle of the bay in one of the widest points. It's going suspiciously well, I'd say, for what it is. It's nice. Hopefully get there before dark. Also, our fuel gauge doesn't work. We did put a new sender in it. I know it says full, and I think it is full because we just took it to the fuel dock, obviously, and filled it all the way up. But usually the fuel gauge goes from all the way full to all the way zero. So we brought spare gas just in case. By our calculations, we should be okay. And there's a fuel dock in Smith Island, so we'll go buy fuel before we get home. But beautiful day for it so far. Things are going well. We'll keep you updated. So right here is Poplar's Island. There really ain't much to see, but it's a man-made island, and it's made out of dredge spoil. So when they dredge the channel for all of the container ships to go up the Chesapeake Bay into the Baltimore Harbor to get unloaded from all over the world, they have to do something with all the mud and sludge and sand to maintain the channel depth. So they built Poplar's Island. They built a big wall around it, and then they pumped the spoil into there, and they've created essentially more real estate. I think right now it's just basically a wildlife sanctuary, but I remember going there on a field trip when I was in like 5th grade. Pretty interesting. It's like, what do? How do they keep the channel 60 feet deep the entire length of the bay? It's got to go somewhere. It goes right there. We are 9 miles away. It is 6:33, I believe. We left at what, 4:45?
Something like that.
We're making good time, man. The wind dropped out. It's beautiful here. It's freaking awesome, man. This is super sick. It's kind of cool because you can see over there, beyond that sailboat, that's all rain, but not where we at. This is awesome. Freaking best day ever so far. Going well. We'll see you at Smith Island. We're basically here. This is the target ship. So this is actually a ship that they sank and then they shoot at with freaking machine guns and missiles and all kinds of cool stuff. So there's a naval base, a Patuxent naval base over on the western shore, and they fly airplanes out here and shoot at this target ship. So there's certain times you cannot be around here because obviously they're shooting at it, but there ain't much left. They've been shooting at it for quite a while. They've done quite a good job at making it a target. So pretty cool. We're very close to Smith Island. Smith Island's basically straight in that way. We just saw Jay. He had his workshop out here taking some pictures of it and head in that way. Whoa, what am I stuck on?
You don't see it right there?
No, I see it, but what is it? Like,
hold up. I see.
Oh, it's another fishing line. Look, it's still stuck on it. That's wild.
You gotta fish. Fish on.
You're right. Well, we call it a ship. That's not bad. We made it to Smith Island. I have no clue how to get to the house we're supposed to be at. Jay's like, oh, go to here. I'm like, yeah, I have no idea where that is. Jay lives half his life on Smith Island. I've been here like once. But there might be some fish on these rocks, so we're gonna give it a shot. Smith Island used to be one giant island, right? But with erosion and things like that, it has basically sunk into the bay. And it's kind of rapidly disappearing, unfortunately. It's pretty much ground zero for like watermen though, so it's a really cool spot. I would say the average age on the island is probably 65. A lot of older folks, but the island is basically split into 3 towns, but you could basically think of it as 3 different neighborhoods. There's Ewell with the tower. So Ewell's over there, that's kind of like main town square kind of deal. That's where the gas dock is and all. And then Tylerton and Rhodes Point, you can go into one and then go to the other. So basically, it all used to be connected. It all used to be one big island with land. You could walk, drive, whatever. With erosion and things like that, now you have to take a boat to all 3 separate towns. So they're kind of separated. It's very unique. The people here are incredibly friendly, but there's not a ton of people like left, honestly. I don't know the population. I'll ask Jay, we'll figure it out. But the people here are kind of just been here forever, and their grandparents and great-grandparents have all mostly been born and raised on the island, and they stay. They also speak a different dialect, okay? They speak English, but they call it Elizabethan, and it's actually the closest to the original English settlers that came over to America. Basically, some of them settled on this island, and they had a certain dialect, and since they were kind of isolated from the mainland, they kind of retained the dialect. They kind of talk in this very unique way. It just sounds like Old English, really. And they have a lot of different names for things and a lot of different slang, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term. I'm excited to be back. We've made it. We made it 80 miles. We're gonna go in and get some food, hopefully tear up some fish in the morning.
Dude, this place is awesome. Look at this. Check this thing out. V4 Evinrude. Dude, we got a crane from the turn of the century. This thing is sick. I need this thing at the marina, for real.
Your backyard.
That's what I'm saying.
You mounted your new concrete slab.
I know. Look at this. This is beautiful, man. This is where people live. This is amazing. What a neat spot. Got the boat tied up down there. A couple crab shanties. Big, beautiful full moon. And we're going fishing tomorrow. I mean, look at it. Look how picturesque this place is. It's beautiful. Truly awesome spot. The true fans will recognize this house from a previous video. The Apple House, Missy Evans' house. Classic American. I like it. Also, Missy, there's elk steak in your freezer. If you live on the island, you want to try elk steak. Wait a second. Dude, she's got a can of my soup already in her freezer. I did not put that in there.
Get it?
Dude, I have no idea.
Not anywhere.
That's wild. They got the freaking soup on Smith Island. That's crazy. Now you guys got some elk straight from Colorado. Dude, you can't tell me this ain't some authentic Smith Island art right here. That is a crab made out of silverware. Man, that is nice. Missy, if you like to sell this, you got a buyer. Look at this, dude. They even have period correct television programs or programs. That's crazy, dude. That's public television. I haven't seen public television in like...
It's one of 10 stations we get.
What if they play that, the episode that I was on MPT?
Your own public TV?
Yeah, dude. That's how all the people on Smith Island know who I am. Well, it's time to go fishing.
Let's go.
I'm excited. Nice little spot Missy's got here. I like it. And the neighbors are pretty quiet, so they don't disturb you. Already getting assaulted by greenhead biting flies. That didn't take very long. He's still there. Good way to start the day. This is Smith Island unicycle, baby. Look at that thing. I kind of like it. I do too. It's awesome. I just realized all my fishing poles are missing. So hopefully Jay's playing a prank on me. We'll see. I found my fishing rods. Jay took them, as I suspected. But I did think, I was like, dang, that I could see it happening. Even the bugs swim in Smith Island. How wild is that? So allegedly, like all these shanties and stuff were all connected to the mainland by land. But with erosion and whatever else, there's quite a gap between them. I guess all this used to be land. There's Jay doing his photo workshop. Riley got the first fish of the day, baby.
First fish of the year.
First fish of the year for Riley. What do you got?
A fish, dummy.
Oh, dude, that's a nice striper.
So now what is it?
Dude, look at that thing. That's a nice one. Holy crap, that's a really nice one. Wow, that's like a 30-inch fish. Look at this. Riley finally called a fish. That's a nice fish. That's almost a 30-inch striper. It's a 28. That is a nice fish.
That's what a fish looks like?
Yeah, I know. Dude, that's a really nice one. That's awesome, man.
All right, can I set them back?
Yep. We would keep it, but in Maryland they have a slot size limit now. It has to be between 18 and 24. And that was over 24, so 28. So nice fish, dude. That's awesome. First fish of the trip. Let's get some bluefish and fill this cooler so we can get some crab bait. So the reason I'm trying to get bluefish is because bluefish is basically the best crab bait where I'm at. And when the crabs will not eat, a lot of times bluefish is the key. But you really can't buy bluefish. Like I can't just order it through the bait store. So you gotta go catch it. So I'm really hoping we can fight the clock here and hopefully fill this cooler full of bluefish. I think the only reason I'm fly fishing is because it's the only way I can figure out how to overcomplicate fishing.
Yeah. You came down here to get bait.
I know.
Not have fun.
The tide is slowed down a little bit and it's pretty low right now. So there's not a lot of rockfish or bluefish activity, unfortunately. We're drifting some of these grass flats here, trying for some redfish and trout while we have the time. Jay is done with his photo workshop at 1, and then we're gonna hop on the boat with him and he knows where the bluefish are. Even if we call it no bluefish, and this turned into a typical Luke McFadden video. Not a bad gig right now. I highly encourage you guys to come and visit Smith Island. There's different spots you can visit on the water, right? And everybody, a lot of times people think of like coastal towns as party, central. I don't even think there's a liquor store or any bars on Smith Island. But if you are looking for a place to get away, it is an awesome spot. The people are great. If you are on your boat down this way, I highly encourage you to stop in and eat at the restaurant, get some Smith Island cake, and just talk to some people. The people here definitely appreciate having tourists and whatever else, but I'm telling you, if you're looking for just an awesome spot to come and spend a weekend or even a week or so and just get away from the world, Smith Island's an awesome spot. You can go to Crisfield and catch a ferry and it'll take you to the island, and there's a lot of Airbnbs on the island. You can rent a whole house relatively inexpensively but you're not gonna find mini golf courses, you're not gonna find a bunch of bars, you're not gonna find 20 different restaurants, but what you will find is this. I mean, this is better than that, in my opinion. It's beautiful, and if you just wanna get away, it's the spot. Come see it. This is not an ad for Smith Island, but it sort of is. I love this place. It's kind of like traveling back in time, honestly. If you're into photography, check out my buddy Jay Fleming. He does these photo workshops. So he comes out to the island, and it's kind of like a charter fishing trip, except for photography. So he knows everybody on the island, knows all the spots, and he comes out, you bring your camera, and he will kind of coach you through taking pictures, and he's got a really cool setup. He's also got a book on Smith Island called Island Life, which is, I think, about Smith Island and Tangier. And it's pretty interesting. It definitely covers every single thing, every fishery, most of the people on the island. There's a lot of history here. I appreciate that Jay comes to the island and he sheds light on these people and their way of life and their heritage, which they're really proud of. He really does do a lot for the people here and the economy of the island. There's a stingray, check that out. See it right there? Supporting your local watermen is more than just buying local seafood, although I highly encourage everybody to buy local seafood. It also means trying to stimulate the economy that supports them and that they are a part of. By coming to Smith Island, that's a great way to do it. And it's, you know, it doesn't get any more beautiful than this. Fueled up, even though our fuel gauge doesn't work, so hopefully make the 80-mile trip home, I'm not sure.
I think you're gonna have a nice ride home.
Yeah.
Gas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we burned 25 gallons coming down.
That's it?
Yeah. We're in Virginia now. That water is pretty. It looks good. You see that? That's fish. I think that's what we came for.
They're little bait, little bait. Look, it's like day anchovy.
Oh, I see the bait they're eating. It's tiny.
Small.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Come off. Nice.
Is this crabbing bait?
That's crabbing bait, baby. That's what we came for.
All right, everyone caught a fish but Luke today.
I know. There's a bunch of rays in here.
Rays?
Yeah, I'm seeing 1, 2 right here. Those are all the scales from the fish eating.
We're gonna give this another shot and then go to the ship. If you don't catch one on that cast, you're done.
I almost caught a bird.
Don't do that.
Oh, got one. Got one. All right, now what do I do with it?
Stacking them up. Got what we came for.
Gotta be careful with these teeth.
Perfect.
Yeah, I really don't want to touch this guy with his teeth.
Be all right, Tyler.
Yeah, right.
Sanity. Woo! Got him. Stacking bodies with the fly rod too. Oh, he bent my hook out. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, look at this, dude. This is insane. I bet I probably could.
I know.
Honestly. I got some bait. Wow, that's crazy.
Yep.
He's spitting up a bunch of anchovies.
Oh my God. Guess I'm done fly fishing.
All right, let's go.
Awesome.
Damn, look at that. Sweet.
Woo! Epic, dude. That is insane. Man, that is fun. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. boy, come loose. Oh, yeah. What? Whoa, my God. Chill out, chill out.
These little things are the piranhas of the Chesapeake. Look at this. Here, Luke, put your finger in there.
Yeah, right. Freaking piranha.
Take it right off.
There was two. That one was huge.
God.
I'm shocked we got that close.
I think I saw it right over there. Saw something bobbing. Right there.
No way.
Lose it? Oh.
Dude, holy crap. That's insane. No, are you, oh. You lost him? Oh my gosh. Dude. You guys remember Cameron from the Tangier video? Picking him up. Oh, look, he's got the, ooh.
What's that thing for? I got a hurt foot. I got some peelers in here.
You got some beer?
No, I ain't got no beer.
Oh my God, dude, it's a freaking big one.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Look at that!
Crap!
Look at that!
Dude, look at that thing.
That's a freaking giant. Heck yeah. Dude, that's freaking awesome. Look at that.
10-inch BKD.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Epic day of fishing. See you, Jay. It was awesome. Now we just got to make it 80 miles home.
A lot later than I wanted it to be. It's 6 o'clock. It is a slicker out. I mean, slick calm. Full moon tonight, so I think we'll be all right getting home. We'll see. We got our bluefish, and I'm freaking happy. Mission accomplished.
We made it back. Holy crap, that was a heck of a ride. It got a little nasty there for a minute, but we made it. Thanks for watching.